For a country that produces more than 32 million tons of solid waste annually, only a small percentage of this waste is recycled. In Nigeria, the sight of overflowing garbage cans, polluted streets and large landfill sites or dumping sites has become commonplace. While countries like Germany, Austria, Sweden, South Korea, Wales, and Switzerland are top of the list of countries with zero waste, Nigeria, despite having various waste management policies and regulations in place, has a low waste management rating. Waste management has long been a source of concern, owing to its effects on human health, the environment, and socio-economic development.
Everybody is complaining how much ordinary fruits when the weather is very hot, and when we package them for truck, if God help you, your truck reach in time, you will make it small. But when the truck comes spoil for road, you can't predict. You understand? So many of us, they get issue when the truck spoil for road. The heat now go come they done the orange.
Nigeria ranks 162 among 180 countries on the 2022 Environmental Performance Index, which compares environmental performance for those countries. Rwanda remains at the forefront of waste management, earning its capital city, Kigali, Africa's cleanest city. Rwanda's efforts began with a 2008 plan on non-biodegradable plastic bags, which was subsequently followed by the outlawing of single-use plastics items as one of the long-term strategies for becoming a green and climate-resilient nation. It is not that the federal government has not made an effort to enact policies and regulations to curb the menace of poor waste management in Nigeria. In 2019, for instance, the House of Representatives passed a law banning plastic bags, but it hit a dead end because it did not complete its legislative process. Zero waste is more than just a trendy slogan. It is a way of life in which we try to produce as little waste as possible. It includes everything from the houses we build to the items we buy, the food we eat, and how we travel around the world. However, we do not have this thinking in Nigeria. We basically think of it as waste, and it cannot be used anymore.
Kwashi dattin leda, roba, paper, ayin, yankari, irin roba ta ruwa da leda fiyuta da sauransu da kamar ita takarda irin wannan irin kamfani wanda document ne wanda aka yi aka gama aka watsa shi ne za a zo a kwashe a zo a safara da sabuwar kawai leda ana kwasan leda wadda ka lalace ko ta ruwa wadda aka sha aka zuwa ko leda ta wani abu ne wanda ya fito a ciki haka wanda aka zubar za a zo a kwashe za a je a safara a sake buga wasu sababbi da su kawai karfe haka sauran irin wanda ya lalace kasa ta ci ta bari za mu zo mu dinto mu zo mu kawo mu doka mu kai kamfani ya doka ya kai wani wuri a safara shi ma ai wani abin amfani da shi akwai roba ta ruwa akwai roba kala ce akwai yankari akwai roba kuma wadda na cin abinci haka da sauransu da na wanki da wannan bokitin ibin ruwa da roba ta ruwa da zai sauran abubuwa da dama sai kuma kwali wanda shi kuma kwali da kwalin abubuwa ne kala su kuma shi kuma ana fitar shi daga cikin faifa shi ma ana yin amfani da shi ma ana sarrafa shi ana yin abubuwa da dama ana kai kamfanin China wani da wani sabuwar ana yin silin da shi.
On International Day of Zero Waste, celebrated for the first time on March 30th, 2023, it is a day set aside by the United Nations to promote sustainable consumption and production patterns, support the societal shift towards circularity, and raise awareness about zero waste initiatives. It contributes to the advancement of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. Apart from inefficient waste management, food insecurity is one of Nigeria's major existing problems. Like many other countries around the world, Nigeria is plagued by hunger and diseases that directly or indirectly emanate from food waste and loss. Food waste, spoilage and loss account for about 40% of all food produced, leading to a slew of additional issues such as poverty, environmental degradation, and life-threatening diseases that unleash a high economic burden on us. Many of the reasons for the huge deficit in food supply are lack of processing facilities and inefficient transport systems that are human-made and can be controlled.
But sometimes we normally have loss, like during this heat, this hot season. Like now, this Irish doesn't like sun, so it doesn't like heat. If it's under this heat, the Irish normally squeeze, and that one normally brings shortage for us. And when it's spoiled and everything, we have to sell it in loss. We don't gain anything from it. Our money won't come back the way we want it. Like now, if you bring it in bag, if you do not open it like this, inside that bag it might spoil. Preserving it is when there is cold, the weather is cold, but at this weather is hot, it's best if people come fast and get your goods. That's when you won't have loss.
No constant light, because without light, before the next day, it will spoil. So if there is a light, if the light is steady, at least it will take at least 1 week before it will spoil. Because of the heat and nowhere to preserve it, sometimes, like this bell pepper I bought, I know I lose due to the heat is too much and know how to preserve it. May they provide company for us where we can't, because assuming it's still there soft. When it's getting soft, if we cannot go give company, they can produce juice through it. But as we not get company, everywhere people where they buy from us too, they complain. Market of 15,000-18,000, we go call land them for 5,000. People where they buy now go still they complain that if it stay for their hand 2 days, it go still spoil for their hand. So that is why you see everywhere orange everywhere. So may government provide company for us to assist us. Our money they spoil here.
So what can you do to help? Achieving zero waste remains an essential priority. To address the waste challenge, we must view waste as a resource rather than just waste. You can make a difference in your own life, at home, at work, and in the community by supporting local farmers or markets and choosing sustainable foods promoting good nutrition for everyone. You are combating food waste. You can also use your purchasing and voting power to demand that businesses and governments make decisions and adjustments necessary to make zero waste a reality in Nigeria.